Hi! Hello! Hi everyone! Hello Sierra, Frizzy, Pumpkin, Rain, Victoria, Lee, Jada, and David! Hello, how is everyone? It feels like it's been forever since we were live. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to be here. Oh my goodness, hi, hello. How is everyone today? Also, the first thing I did was a mistake. So let me just fix that. Everyone's saying hi in chat. Awesome, awesome. Pumpkin's been in a bit of a slump today, so this is perfect. I'm sorry I've been in a slump, but I'm glad we can be here to brighten up your evening at least. Thank you, Frizzy, thank you. It's just a small difference. I had a haircut today. It's a very small difference, but there is a difference and I'm very happy. I actually went to a hairdresser for once instead of doing it myself, so it's very nice. I feel pampered. Also, sorry in advance, my voice is still a little bit meh after having a cold. It's been like over a week and I'm still like, wah. But it's alright. I can talk. I might have to cough at some point, but I'll try to mute before that happens. Victoria's alright, just have to study. Good luck with your studies. Good luck with that. Rain is stressed. Oh no, why are you stressed? Don't be stressed. That's easy for me to say, but I hope we can help with the stress today as well. And Jada is alright today. Gonna be lurking because cleaning your room. That's totally fine. Enjoy your lurk. And happy cleaning. Good luck with it. David, thank you. Very cute. Thank you. Aura and Elliot, hello. What's everyone working on? You are working on a bouquet blanket. That sounds lovely. Sorry, my voice is already going places. Yes, what is everyone working on? I am working on my green hexie wrap because it's just been sitting since last I worked on it on stream, actually. So that's what I'm doing today. And Emsky Station, hello, welcome. Only just got home, busy day, and finished a chicken chow mein. Now to crochet. That sounds like a lovely dinner for you. And have fun crocheting. And also welcome home. And Holly and Mistletoe, hello. You cut off a lot of hair a couple of days ago, about 8 inches. That's a lot. That is a lot. But you have really, really long hair, right? So it's still pretty long. Or is it short now? That's always a bit nerve-wracking going from really long to short. I went from tailbone length, tailbone length at one point to like shoulder, like above the shoulder. That was nerve-wracking. And hello Emma, hello. Thank you. I am feeling better. I just still don't really have a voice, so it's already saying that it's gonna go other places eventually. But I'm good now, thank you. Chrissy, yeah, something is going around. I also hope you don't get the funk. I hope you can steer clear of it. Rain has a market Thursday and still stressed about not having enough stuff, even with 216 items. That is a lot of stuff. But do you have anything you could like make a few more of real quickly, maybe? So you'll feel a little bit less stressed about it. But also good luck with your market. That's so exciting. I hope it goes very well for you. And Emska Session is working on a green corner-to-corner blanket. Awesome. Enjoy working on that. And Rain is pattern testing. Awesome. What are you testing? What pattern is it? Victoria's planning on chopping a bit off your hair to change it up, but when you break from studying, you'll be working on either crochet hexie wrap or broom rider's mitts. Ooh, fun. Actually, speaking of knitting, I may have a knit along coming up for May. So that's exciting. We might talk about that in a bit. Not that I want to tease you, I want to talk about it, but I want to like get further than 5 minutes into stream before talking about it, if that makes sense. Let me see. Pumpkin just started. Colour block sweater. Nice. Haven't finished the first row yet, but that sounds like a great project. Also, sorry, my voice. Oh my goodness. This is going to be bad. But I want to be here. I want to talk. So, Holly Mrs. says, hair is almost waist length now, even after chopping 8 inches. Wow. You got tired of sitting on it. I can imagine. I can imagine. That hurts. And hello, Kaitlyn from Minnesota. So good to see you. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. Frizzy says, honk. Yes, honk. Rain plans to take the thin chenille yarn to make more small 5-euro plushies or keychains. That sounds like a great plan. That sounds like a solid plan. That's a bunch of quick little projects. And yeah, there is gonna be a knit along. I am very excited. I'm gonna talk about it in a short bit. Sorry, hang on. I hope I managed to mute that one. Pumpkin knows what the knit along is going to be, actually, because it was Pumpkin's idea, so we can all thank Pumpkin for this. Rain is testing for the spider touch top. That sounds interesting and really nice. That sounds great. I need to look that one up later. And Emski Station's been dipping my toe into amigurumi, done a Gengar, 2 Kirby's and 4 Spirited Away Soot Sprites. Awesome, and in the middle of making a Haunter. That sounds great. I love me some amigurumi. That's so fun. Yes, you'll wait patiently for Cal news. Soon. And I did manage to mute it. That's good. I don't want to be like coughing really loudly into the microphone. That feels very rude. But I also managed to put lipstick on my sleeve when I coughed, so that's that. Bad Wooler, hello. Finishing work today, and I'm going to be working on the Aurora blanket but felted button. Awesome. Enjoy, and good luck with finishing your work day. And hello, Dona. Welcome. And yes, Emma, hydration already. We can do a 10 minute mark of stream hydration check. I'll be hydrating every 10 minutes today. I'm gonna grab a sip in a second. I just want to finish my last few stitches here. Lipstick sleeve, call it a style choice. Yeah, it's called fashion. Look it up. Everyone's already on the honk train, but why are we honking, you may ask? Why are we honking? I will actually tell you, but I will also tell you about my amigurumi that I did yesterday, because I have been down a rabbit hole for the past week-ish. Does anyone here like Laboo? Because I do. And I have fallen very far down that rabbit hole. So, I made one. Yesterday. Oh, right. Hydration check. Then Laboo. Then Cal News, okay? Have a sip. I made a Laboo. And I love her so much. She's been hanging out with me at the computer all day. Actually, I haven't been by the computer all day, but she's been hanging out here all day. So I made a Laboo. And I may or may not have a second-hand Laboo off Wintered on the way to me as well, in this colour. I'm very, very excited. I am very excited. So I'm making a video on the Crochet Laboo. Not for this week, I don't have time this week, but hopefully for next week I am making the Laboo. I wasn't gonna write a pattern for it, but I have had requests, so let me know during the stream if you think I should as well, because I did write down what I did, but I also was gonna give myself a break from writing patterns, and then I keep making stuff up as I go, and here we are. But I made a Laboo. I am very, very excited, and I'm gonna try to not talk about Laboo for the entire stream, because I've spent the entire weekend talking David's ears off about Laboo and Stephen's ears off about Laboo because he was here, and yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Rain has no decision abilities. Should you make yourself a hot chocolate or a berry infusion? Ooh, why not both? But I would probably go for berry because I'm feeling berries today. So I would go for berry, but hot chocolate is also a great choice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. A video on it would be enough. Yeah, I think so too, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see what I do. And hello, Aisha. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you today? Good to see you. Also, sorry, my voice went again. I need to cough again. Hang on. I promise I'm okay. It's just a very persistent cold. But yeah, knit along news. Knit along news. We are going to be knitting socks. We're going to be knitting Goose socks. Hence all the honking. And hello, Beck. Hello, welcome in. Great to see you. But yeah, knit along news. I will post about it on Instagram, and I will also make a little channel in the Discord and stuff tomorrow or the day after. And we will be knitting the Silly Goose socks by Stone Knits. So I've been talking to Stone Knits, and we are setting up a knit along for it. Or I am, but Stone Knits is in on it. So that's very, very exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to knit some Goose socks. And this is all Pumpkin's fault, so everyone say honk in chat for Pumpkin. Thanks for the member milestone chat, Pumpkin. Member for 2 months, awesome, and honk honk. Kaitlyn is knitting on the Janta top by Yerbo, awesome. Is it Janta or Janta maybe, if it's Yerbo, but awesome, that sounds great. Goose, goose, yes, it's goose time. I am so excited. Becca's using start to stream as the catalyst to walk to the pharmacy to get your meds. Good luck with it, and I hope you get them soon. I don't know what I was going to say. Brain go somewhere else, but good luck with it. I'm glad we can help get you to the pharmacy to get your meds. Holly and Mistletoe is finishing the sew of a sock right now. That's awesome. That is awesome. And I'm also really excited about Goose sock knit along because I have... How many socks did I knit last year? 3. I have no sock mojo. Maybe this will kick me back into soccer mode because I do be needing some new socks, actually. I don't have a lot of them. I do have a lot of knit socks, but it's been a very long time since I had a fresh new pair of knit socks. So, and also thank you Frizzy for a member milestone chat member for 5 months. Awesome, thank you so much. Loving in the Super Cozy Club, a favourite membership of mine. Thank you Frizzy, you are awesome. And I'm having a hiccup, sorry. Pumpkin is so excited for the socks. Me too. And I will. Don't go buying the pattern now. I will have a code. I will have a code for you, so it will be cheaper for you if you are in the Cal. So don't run now. Run in a day or two when I've posted it. Guess I don't think it's live yet. I think it goes live the day the knit along goes live. So just so everybody knows. Emma can't knit socks. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too fiddly? Is it the small needle thing, or is it like you've never tried it? Because I think they are a little bit advanced, probably because it's a lot of colour work. But they look... Oops. Squeaky chair, squeaky chair. And Pumpkin hasn't done knit colour work yet, but it's going to be fine. It is absolutely going to be fine. It is going to be fine. Just be mindful of how long your floats are and like that they are not too tight. And you can always go up in needle size or like sock size as well. I would recommend knitting a swatch if you are new to knitting colour work in tiny circumference. Beck has a sock in hibernation until you can make it to knitting group for someone to help you get back on track. Ooh, can we be your online knitting group to help you get back on track? Maybe? Jada says it's perfect actually because you want to get back into knitting again. Awesome! Yay! Yay! Kitty Cat says hello. Oh, he's licking my face on the screen. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Thank you for the kisses through the screen. Oh, Emma, I get that. It causes you pain. You grip the needles too tightly. Yeah, I get that. That is a bummer. And I'm guessing that is with like all kinds of sock size needles. Like, I'm guessing you've tried like tiny circumference or like magic loop and stuff. But that is too bad. Maybe you can make another Goose project and join in on the side. Just for the Goose vibes. Oh, Kaitlyn, hello and thank you. You're the best craft YouTuber. I love your designs. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I am so glad you like them. But yeah, Pumpkin, definitely do a swatch. I think that is the way to go. I probably will be swatching as well because I haven't done sock colour work knitting in a while. Beck will snap a pic of it once you walk back. Yeah, go for it. Do it. Every small circumference is a pain. You can work on your bare heart sweater. Yeah, work on that instead. It's no good working on things that just cause you pain. There is no point in that. Which I would do the Goose socks, but you plan on your first colourwork socks being the Monology ones. Ooh. Yeah. Go for it. The Cal will be running until July 15th, so there is plenty of time to join in later as well. Rain is completely unable to knit, even tried way bigger needles than the Young recommendations, but still can't go through the loops because of your tension. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds like a really tight tension, yeah? Like... I want to try and help. The way I usually, like, explain it, but this only works if you know, like, if you are an equestrian. But, like, I like to explain it like how you hold your reins when you're riding. It's like you need to grip, but you also need to not grip. Like you need to hold it so that it's not a grip, but you have to hold it. I don't know how to explain it, but It is hard to get past the grip stage of holding knitting needles. I know, it took me a while too. You will look for the silly vibes, that's totally fine, Victoria, totally fine. And hello Roxana, you're new, welcome, welcome, very good to see you. How are you? Welcome to the Cozy Crafting Club over here on the Shaiyeh channel. Dona says honk honk, yep. All of the honking, all of the geese. Have I seen the knitting book called Knit Wild by Anna Svea Wintersoul? Is that the low perifer person on Instagram? Because in that case, yes, I have seen it. I have seen it. Pumpkin has a friend who'll love a pair as well, so even if they end up a little small, it's alright, because then your friend will just get them. That sounds great. That sounds great. Geese for everyone. She has small feet. That's always a good thing, having friends and family with sizes you don't have, so in case you mess up in a way, like it's too small or too big, you can just give it to them. You gave the needles you had to your grandma anyway. Yeah, maybe that's a good call. If it's not fun for you and doesn't really work out, then there is also no point in like keeping at it if you don't enjoy it, so. 1 second. Awfully sorry about that. I will, in fact, it's been 10 minutes and I will in fact hydrate again. So here's another hydration check for you guys. But speaking of knitting, I have progress on my vest, the Evelina vest that I showed off in my last stream, I think. I think I showed it in my birthday stream at least. But I'm still like unsure about the size. I went down to the correct size needles. And it's looking better, but it's still like, it's still a bit big. So I picked up and started on the neck ribbing before like working down the back. So I just did that much on the back. And we'll see if it actually fits well or if it's still too big and I need to rip everything out again. But it's so pretty. But you see what I mean? It's looking kind of big. And from what I can tell, my gauge is pretty on point as well, so I don't know what's up with that. But it is very pretty, and I've only got a few rows to go on the neck ribbing. And then we'll see. Then we shall see if this fits or if I need to redo it again. In which case I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little bit mad if I need to redo it again, but it is what it is. Let's see. We need to do a Studio Ghibli theme, Cal. Yes. Yes, all of the yes. All of the yes. Pop that in channel suggestions in the Discord and I can save the idea for later, please. And if you're not in the Discord, if a mod could please link the Discord, because Discord won't let me do that whilst I'm live, please pop that in the channel suggestions, because I am all about that idea. That sounds great. Code? Dona, what do you mean code? You may have to join with the actual pattern. I am slightly confused. Please tell me what you mean, if I can help. Emma, you got the book for Christmas last year and every jumper is animal cuddlework. It's bears, wolves, dogs, orcas. Awesome. I love orcas. But yeah, she has really pretty patterns. Really, really pretty patterns. Is the sweater you're working on? No, you said something about a sweater earlier, but it wasn't an animal one, right? And thank you, Frissy, for linking it. Thank you, thank you. The channel suggestions is in the general list of channels. Also, I made a crochet along, knit along archive section. So the Hexie wrap is there, but you can still use the channel, by the way. It's just because it's a closed crochet along, but the channel is still open, so you can still post on it. It's just not in the active channels. So the bear heart one, it's gonna be gorgeous. That sounds like it's gonna be gorgeous. Have fun with it. And great, Beck. Well done. Awesome. Medicine acquired. Great. Safe walking back home now. But what is everyone else working on? We've had a couple of blankets in chat. We've had sweaters. I have a cardigan. I am curious what everyone else is working on. That's 2 do's done now. Great. Awesome. Go you. Go Beck. Cheese Cat has fallen asleep, by the way, on the second half of the green Hexie. It's really cute. He's like face planting, like Garfield. I'll try to show you. He's so adorable. Emma's currently sewing a bowl cozy. That sounds great. I've been thinking I need to make a couple of those actually. Now I feel like I moved my webcam a lot. There we go, sorry about that. And hello Velikivi, welcome in, welcome in. You are building a Charizard nanoblock. Awesome. I'm misreading the directions badly, oh no. Oh no. Is he turning out goofy looking? Oh no. Poor Charizard. Lee's working on a pair of shorts. Nice, that may become a skirt. Also nice. Both are good choices. And Rain is waiting for an answer for the pattern test, so you're going to work on your oven mitts. Because your stepdad gifted you small oven 3 days ago. Oh, nice. Good luck with those. And thanks for all the cheese in chat. Cheese in chat for Cheese Cat. We have a new cheese emoji, by the way. Yeah, Frizzy found it. Frizzy found it. There is a new cheddar cheese emoji. I added a new one today. A little sweat drop emoji. Pure rest. Yes, I know. So cute. So eepy. Me too, Cheddar. Me too. Honestly, me too. After dinner, I was like, I want to go to bed. I don't want to cancel stream, but I also just want to go sleep. But I'm less tired now. It's just that after eating sleepies. Kaitlyn is working with a cotton and linen blend and it's lovely. That sounds lovely. That sounds absolutely lush. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Becca's been meaning to crochet bowl cases too. Go for it. That's the next knit along or crochet along. Bowl cozy along. Guess I need them too. Charizard has had an accident and the top of his head is missing. Oh no! Oh no, that's slightly cursed. Poor Charizard. And he's so cute. I know, he's adorable. Elsa had a bath today. She was a very, very wet and tiny cat for a while there. She was also very cute, but she was not super happy about that. More cheese in chat for Cheese Cat, thank you. Thanks for all the cheese. Thanks for all the cheese. Yes, Elsa and the umbrellas. Yeah, she would have liked to have an umbrella in the shower, but unfortunately there was no umbrella. She was a very grumpy girl for a bit there. I think she's sleeping on the couch. Oh, she's not sleeping, but she's on the couch. I think we're gonna let her be on the couch until she decides otherwise. I also finally fixed my printer situation, so I am excited. I actually finally got an Echo tank the other day, so now I can print stuff without running out of ink in like 2 prints. I am very excited about being able to add stuff to the shop and stuff like that, so yay for that. All the fluffy animals look small when wet. Yeah, except for Cheddar. Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens to his fur. It's really funny. We almost never shower him because he's a clean boy and you don't really have to shower cats. But when we do shower him, nothing happens. He doesn't get smaller. He has such thick and long fur. It looks like it looks like he has a really short coat. But his hairs are like that long. They just are short hair quality. So like nothing happens. He's just as big as he was before we showered him, but infinitely more angry. Or grumpy, more like. He doesn't really get angry, but he gets grumpy. How do I manage to bathe a cat? You've tried bathing all 3 of yours, but they tried to lacerate you. It was a huge fail. It's a 2-person job, and Elsa is also really, really nice. Like she sits there and she says, "No, I'm cold," but she doesn't do anything. She kind of lets it happen. And then she gets a bit mad when we dry her off. But she's a very sweet little girl. She does not like act out. Cheddar will act out a little more, but he also doesn't really use his claws on us. They are both very, very nice and friendly cats. So they've actually never done that with the shower, luckily. Cheddar the hydrophobic cheese cat. Yes. Beck is home and in need of a hydration check. You can have one. You can have one in 1 stitch. There we go. It is time for more hydration. Everybody have a sip, because I need one too. Arthur the pup always looks tiny when he gets a bath. Now at least he tries to drink the water instead of trying to escape. No. And Pumpkin's small cat has reached 1.5 kilo and the big has lost a little weight, so she's perfect right now. That's awesome. Good job, big kitty. It's difficult for cats to lose the weight. Cheddar used to be really big a few years ago. He was really big. Now he's at good weight, thankfully. He's been a bigger cat most of his life, because at one point we kept the food in a room that we thought he couldn't get into, and then it was discovered that he had snuck into the room for an unknown amount of time and bitten a hole in the bag of food and just helped himself. And we were like, why is he so fat? That's why. That's why. But then he just kept being a fat cat until like the past year or two. Emma, my cats do not go outside, no. They are indoor cats. We don't live in a super cat friendly area. We live very close to the motorway, so I don't want to let them out. He became round. He evolved into a Voltorb. An orange Voltorb. The orange Voltorb. Or just a cheese wheel. Maybe it's just a cheese wheel. He's sleeping like a cheese wheel at the moment, so it's on brand. I actually kind of... No, I can count the rows. That is a big brain move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. I have a few more to go. I was like, I need to start like comparing the size of this one to the other Hexie, but Cheddar's sleeping on it, so I can't. I can't have it. It's occupied. You keep yours indoor too? Can't bear the idea of them going out and potentially never coming back because they get killed or something. Yeah, I know. Same. There are like so many things that can happen. Like if it's not a fox or a badger, it's a car, or it's like someone accidentally closing them in a storage room or something. It's just too much. Mia was just a little over what she should be, so not much, but she's always been a lazy cat. Yeah, they can be lazy. They can be lazy. Cheddar has been a pretty lazy cat in his life too. Charizard's missing head has been found and he's finished. Awesome! That is great. Finished project party for Valakibi and Charizard. All of the party emojis in chat now, please. I'm gonna pop some party as well. Party Cheddars. There we go. And you also indoor cats too. Take Mia for walks and she loves it. Well, we used to teach Cheddar, we used to try and teach Cheddar to take walks with us, but he did not like it. It was okay going out. We lived in a tiny house with a garden back then, and it was okay going out in the garden with us, but as soon as we got to the road, he was like, nope, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I want to go inside. So it was not for him. Kaitlyn is not bathing the cats. I've also been to the ER once this year due to one of your cats cutting your ear. Oh no! Oh no. I hope everything went well with that. But yeah, there is really no reason to give cats a bath unless they get into stuff or have difficulties cleaning themselves. So Elsa has the kind of fur that needs bathing occasionally, so it's fine to not give them a shower. When Victoria had an outdoor cat as a kid, she hated being cooped up indoors. She'd scream, "Aw!" She actually accidentally got trapped in your neighbor's garage. Yeah, aw, poor thing. Poor thing. Did you find her? Or was it in there for like a really long time? That's not scary, poor thing. Poor kitty. All of the party emojis. That's great. That is great. It didn't take Mia out for a good while because, sorry, she could get out of the harness if she got spooked, which she easily did, but you just got a new one. And that's good that you have a new, safer harness. Because some of them are easy to break out of. Yeah. Oh, she was gone for a day. Poor thing. Aww. Poor kitty. But I'm glad you found her. And hello, Shade. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome in. Very good to see you. It's been way too long since I've been live. Anything new? We talked about Laboo earlier. And we talked about a knit along that I'm hosting in like a couple of days. So that's fun. The Laboo talk, I'm going to show her again. I made a Laboo because I am in a new rabbit hole. I have a new fixation. I have discovered Laboo and I made one. And she's grumpy or like angry, but also happy. And she's... I love her. I crocheted this yesterday and I am very excited about it. And I am definitely making a video about Laboo for hopefully next week. And we're going to start knitting socks in a couple of days. So my colour combination for the socks, by the way, is of course going to be Goose colours and pink with a little bit of mint because I have scraps of those yarns. But it's going to be great. You came out with a harness and she knew exactly what it was the second she saw it. She was like Velcro until you took her out. Aww. I want to get out, Mom. I want to get out. She's ready when she sees it. That's great. Then you know she really enjoys it. That's really good. That's really, really nice. Kaitlyn keeps them indoors as one of them is a black cat. Oh yeah, they get targeted, don't they? That is awful. Rain saw the leather assembly bag video. Now you're obsessed with it and gonna print some free pattern and try to make a leather card holder from an old skirt from your for your boyfriend. That's great. Do it. I had so much fun with that. I can definitely recommend. So go for it. Go for it. I can recommend, even if you are like making it from scratch, pre-make holes for sewing. Don't just go in with the needle because that's a lot of work for your hands. You considered pink too? Do it. It's a great colour. And she was like, I know what that is and what that means. Yeah, that's so sweet. What a clever little kitty. What a clever little kitty. Also, guys, I am really sorry. I'm gonna have to do a little we're gonna premiere the Be Right Back screen in a second. I need to go and do something about my coughing and sniffling, and I don't want to do that on camera. So I will be back in like a minute. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. We're unsupervised. Everyone posts cheese. All of the cheese. All of the cheese. Oh no, we are being flooded by cheese. Cheese, Gromit. Sorry about that. I don't like how lately, when I've had a cold, it's been like persistent and sticking around for more than 2 weeks. I'm good, but I'm just still like, I need to go blow my nose all the time. It's just awful, but hey, we did that. I'm back. Rain has some sort of spike that came with the safety eyes, so you're going to use that. That sounds good. That sounds good. I hope that works. You were in the ER until 12 a.m. and was seen by 2 doctors and a nurse. Took a photo of your ear to show the doctors. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, Beck. Sorry, Beck. I'm gonna have a return of the cheese Gromit vocal stim. Sorry. Me too, probably. But mine this weekend has been the Laboo songs, because it's just my brain is... There is nothing in my brain but Laboo. So I feel you with being stuck on something. What do we say after someone sneezes in Swedish? We say prosit when someone sneezes. It could be a little bit of hay fever mixed with a cold. It could absolutely be a bit of hay fever. The pollen levels are quite high here at the moment, so it could definitely be that. What is Laboo? You've heard of them but done no research. It is one of those trinkets that people online go crazy over, and I've been sort of avoiding them because of hype. You know how people are like, you know how you sometimes are like, this thing is hyped up, so I'm gonna just not like it because it's hyped up. They got me. They are little like monster elves, sort of. They kind of look like this one, but also not like this one because this one is crocheted. They are really cute. People keep them on their bags as bag charms. Little collectible dolls. Originally from a children's book by Kasung Lung. And yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. And I don't know. I have been down this rabbit hole for a few days. So I don't have all the info I would like to have to give, but I'm having a very good time researching them. So I can give a better explanation next week probably. But they are really, really cute. Oh, Kaitlyn, how you got hurt in the first place is because one of the cats is a shoulder frog and she got your ear. Oh no. Oh no. So it was pretty much an accident on the cat's part, I guess. Sorry. But that is awful. I'm sorry that happened. Pam, can you also say prosit in Danish? It's a good thing. It's a good thing to say. It's so nonsensical. It's kind of just repeating the sound of a sneeze over to the person who just sneezed. Boyfriend is happy is the same as in Danish. I should try thyme oil or lotion, rub it on the top of your chest and then take deep breaths. It helps a lot with the... I'll see if I can get my hands on some of that to see if that helps, because this is annoying. And also my voice is going. Wonderful. Wonderful. Valikiva has 3D printed pollen grains. The alder and pine are the size of your palm. That's so cool. That sounds really cool. No worries, Frizzy. No worries. Good luck with your with your meeting. Hugs to you too. Thank you for being here. When someone sneezes in French, you say, I don't think I can say that without butchering it, but it translates to your wishes. That's nice. Oh, you teach pollen analysis, so it's nice to have a 3D sample of them since the microscope only shows 2D. Yeah. That's a nice little resource to have. That's really cool. And what a cool thing to teach too. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Becky's drawing membership badges, trying to make a yarn ball in a heart shape but with cat ears and a tail. That's adorable. That sounds great. Good luck with it. Well, the gems just go health. Yeah. That's true, they do. They do. You learned German in school. We did too. But I am a bit mad that I couldn't say what Rain wrote without, like, I didn't attempt it, but I don't want to I don't want to butcher it. I actually took French for a bunch of years, but I did not retain a lot of it at all. It's getting to a pretty good size now, this hexie. I'm thinking if I want to swap over to working on something else though. I barely remember any German though, only small tidbits. It tends to happen when you learn a language if you don't keep using it. Like with my French. Which I have not used since school. So... I'm sure it would come back if you actually like immerse yourself in the language again. A bunch of it would probably come back. If somebody sneezes a lot, we sometimes stop saying health and wish them intelligence instead. Wow. That's nice. It was an accident. Yeah, sounds like it, Kaitlyn. But sorry it happened. That must have been really bad. Emma did Spanish in school. We had the choice of Spanish, French or German. Actually, most people in my grade, or like in my class, took Spanish. And like 2 or 3 people took German. And I and a couple of friends had French. I am stuck on a stitch. I did that wrong. There we go. There we go. But yeah. I am, like I said, half thinking about if I want to swap over to knitting for a bit. Work on my Evelina vest a little, or if I want to keep crocheting. Because I am a little bit tired of granny stitch at the moment. It's a lot of granny stitch. But I don't know. What do we want? What do we want to do? Do we want Shaiyeh to knit or do we want Shaiyeh to crochet? Shaiyeh can do either. Shaiyeh can also stop talking about herself in third person. Maybe. I'm just like wanting to start the sock, but I also want to start the sock with like the knit along. So I'm not starting the sock today. I'm starting it on Thursday. And hello Paula, welcome, welcome. Late but better late than never, so they say. It's totally fine being late. Don't worry about it. Just happy to see you. Pumpkin, I think there is some situation where you can choose something other than German, but it's usually mandatory. We decided mandatory to choose one of the 3 languages. But, I mean, it is a neighbouring country to you, so it makes sense maybe that you have it. In French, you say with 1 sneeze to your wishes, 2 sneezes to your loves, and 3 to your ancestors. Ah, that's cool. Shaiyeh should stop and stretch for a bit. I just did when I went up to like sort out the nose situation. But I can stretch a little more. We can have a stretch check. Everyone stretch a little. Actually, that was a good idea. My back is a little bit angry today for some reason. David is stretching the other end of the room. There we go. Stretched. You can decide to take Spanish, German and sign language. Well, that's great. I kind of wish we had the choice of sign language as well. That feels like it's very useful. Good thing to know, you know? Shaiyeh had in high school for language classes you could choose German, Spanish, French and Japanese. Ooh. If I had that choice, I know what language I would have taken. Unfortunately, we did not have Japanese as one of the languages you could choose. Shaiyeh shouldn't crochet granny stitches if Shaiyeh is tired of granny stitches. Got a point. Got a point. But I'm also sort of like, I don't know, I don't want... Do you know what Shaiyeh wants to do? More Laboo, but this yarn is not yarn that I am going to attempt to crochet with on stream, because this is you don't go by like seeing your stitches, you go by feel, and distractions make it impossible. So hello Venus Crochet, welcome. Just found my channel. Welcome to my channel. So good to see you. Hope you like it here. I'm just about to swap from one project to another project, because why not? It is a knit and crochet stream today. So I'm going to be working on my Evelina vest. But how are you? How are you today? Oh right, I need to bring out my app as well. I promise I'm not being unsociable, I just need to find the app where I track my rows. There we go. There we go. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. And welcome again. I hope you are doing well. And I hope you will like it here. We have an awesome community here on the channel, so I hope you'll feel right at home. The bad thing for me with working on this instead is that I am knitting something I need to look at. So I will be looking down a lot, but at least this is more of what I'm feeling like at the moment. Kind of just want to get somewhere with this so I can try it on and see if I need to rip it all out again and start over a third time, or if we're good. They ended up gluing it back together to decrease the chances of scarring. Oh, it sounds so rough, Kaitlyn. It sounds so rough. I hope it's been healing well. Thank you, Pumpkin. If Shaiyeh's happy, we's happy. Thank you. Shaiyeh is pretty happy, actually. Shaiyeh is very happy. Oh no, I need to stop doing the third person thing, or it's gonna stick and it's gonna be awful. It is not gonna be my new thing. Oh no, yeah, oh no. Oh, the nose. Let's see, I need 5 more rows of this ribbing and then I can get back onto the body. So that's exciting. I could actually just keep... No, I'm not supposed to do that. Never mind, I'm just thinking out loud when I shouldn't be. I guess the whole reason I'm knitting the neck ribbing now instead of later is to try it on before I continue with the back, so I have less to rip out if I need to rip it out. I'm I'm so prepared to rip this out again. She's almost done your second hair scrunchie. Awesome! Making it with the yarn chicken and only have 6 inches left. Have enough to single crochet around the double crochets and fasten off. Awesome! But oh dear. Yarn chicken is always, it's a thing. It's a thing. I think I'm gonna have yarn chicken with my Goose socks. Because I have just the right amount of yarn according to the pattern. So it depends on how much extra the pattern is like including, you know? Sometimes patterns have like a margin for your swatching and stuff. I don't know how much of a margin that one has, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you, Vima. Thank you. Or maybe that was for shade, and in that case, I second that sentiment. Kaitlyn, did you first knit cables this year? Awesome. It's so much fun knitting cables. I love that. I don't do it very often because I feel like when I do it too often, it's not as fun. But if I do it every now and then, I enjoy it. Victor was listening in but had to wonder how every single time your husband goes to the bathroom, Arthur decides that it's time to scream to get out. Oh no. Oh no. It is very bad timing. I feel like kids and dogs have the worst timing with stuff like that. It's always when it's like you need a second and it's time for them to scream. I say, as a not a person who has kids or dogs, but I feel like that's very much a kid and dog coded thing to do. %of the time husband goes over and the boy does scream. Scream. Oh, I forgot to. Maybe I should actually track the rows that I'm knitting as well. So I do this correctly. That's the whole point of having the tracker app. Maybe a good thing to do. You get to be amused by if it's something. At this point, it's like he knows, like it's the correlation of him going to the bathroom and then getting like the attention and getting to go out. So, oh, he does that thing. I scream, then I get to do my thing. Kind of. Maybe it's like that. I don't know. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Okay. Good thing for me that I am a cat person. Hello, Fiber Duckling. Welcome, welcome. Great to see you. How are you today? How are you today? I feel like it's been ages since we hydrated, guys. I think we need a hydration check again because I am needing hydration again. So everybody have a sip of water because I'm gonna have a sip of water. You think it just remembers, oh yeah, I need to go too. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Or you saw my Sakura Grande Square and you want to make a dress out of them? Do it. That would be gorgeous. Go for it. Go for it. I am thumbs upping that idea. Yeah, that too. Someone got up, something happened, now I need out. Could also be it. Yeah. Could also be part of it. How old is the dog now? How old is Arthur? He's not super old. Like, he's still pretty small, right? It happened in February of this year. It was a week before your doctor's appointment with your normal doctor, and when the glue finally came off. Aww. Hang on, there we go. Stitch wants to go walkies. Have a happy walk with Stitch. I have a friend who also has a dog named Stitch. That dog is a bit of a nuisance, actually, according to friend. But Stitch is very cute. Getting glued hurts. I can imagine. But I'm glad you could heal up and get rid of the glue. He'll be 17 weeks tomorrow. Oh. So quite a small boy. Quite a small boy still. It's like it makes the small brains refresh. Your cat sometimes gets zoomies as soon as someone gets up and does something. No. His birthday's December 31st. Oh. So small. Well, that's an easy birthday to remember, at least. A New Year's puppy. For Arthur, it's always year of the dog. Did I? Yes, I did. Do I crochet more or knit? It's probably more crochet now. I used to knit a lot more than I crocheted, but now I think I crochet more than I knit. But I used to like knit a lot of smaller things, and now I mostly knit garments. So I like have 1 or 2 knitting projects at one time, and then just a bunch of smaller crochet projects going. So I think I crochet more than I knit now, in quantity. But yeah, I do both. I want to say 50-50, but it's probably more crochet than knitting. You got him at 8 weeks? So you've had him for 9 weeks, right? It is a long time, but it is also a very short time. What's my favorite thing to crochet at first? Like at first when I started crocheting, or like now? I think when I started crocheting, this is actually my first real crochet project that I did, because why start with something small? But now, like, I still like making granny square projects and granny stitch projects a lot, but I also really like making snails and other amigurumi, like the Laboo. So, yeah. But I always enjoy a good granny square project. almost 2 months. Yeah. And those first few months of having a new pet it's just such an intense time. I remember from when the cats were small. Like kittens, the first couple of weeks with kittens, pretty chill. Then they get insane for a really long time. And you're like, why did we get a cat? And then they grow out of it. You've been crocheting for 9 years this year and knitting for only about a year. Enjoying knitting a lot though and love mixing both crafts and projects. Mixing is so fun. I love that. I absolutely love it. It's so nice that you started a second craft and also enjoy it a lot. That's great. If I have to choose a project, which one would I go for? Amigurumi or clothing? Oh, that is difficult. That is really difficult. I would probably go for... I would probably go for clothing. Because I actually use what I knit and crochet as well. So it's like, I do make stuff that I add to my rotation, but I also kind of want to pick amigurumi because unlimited trinkets for me. But in terms of like better for like having, I would probably pick clothing. That's a really good question. That's a tough one. Thank you. that was a tricky one. I needed to use all of the brain cells. All 3 of them. Fiber Duckling is planning on making a Morticia dress by Brittany Jackson, but for single crochet areas that are to cover the chest and hips are going to knit. Ooh, like the close look of knit, but the lace look of crochet. That sounds like it's going to be gorgeous. The agreement with husband is you'll never have a kitten, but you can have a cat at some point in the future. Fair. Fair. Kittens are a lot. But there are also a lot of adult cats that need homes, so it's not impossible to make that come true. They go from small baby to velociraptor to big baby. Exactly. Exactly. Dona loves sewing cats, Sumis and insanity. It is a good time, but it's also a lot. Pumpkin is not getting kittens again. I have been itching for a while for a third cat, for a kitten. But then I remember the kitten phase and I'm like, But I also really want a third cat at some point. So at some point there will probably be another kitten, but not until probably at the very earliest next year, I don't think. It's probably going to be longer than that, but kittens are fun. Rain's cat is 3 and still a velociraptor. Aww. Some of them just are like that. Just get 2 kittens so they play with each other. Yeah. That is a good thing to do. Unless it's a case like with Mib that she's small and alone. Oh, yeah. Then you need to help. When Duckling had kittens, they would definitely help with the yarn. Yeah, yeah, mine did too. And hello, Duce. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I am feeling a bit better. I'm still a bit sniffly, and I have, like, my voice is not really here, but I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you. I hope you are doing well too. Did I? No, I didn't. There we go. Twice the case, but also they entertain each other and you don't have to be the one playing with them all the time. Exactly. That is a very good point. Very good point. Aisha was alone in a parking lot. Aww. Poor baby. One cat that your in-laws are allergic to is enough. No. You could get an allergy-friendly cat. Like a Laboo or something. Or two. Because they're allergy-friendly. Shade's got to go. You have a great day, Shade. Thank you for popping in and saying hi and hanging out for a bit and chatting. It was great seeing you today. You have a great rest of your day too. Julia's little baby Velociraptor big baby really... The little baby Velociraptor big baby really also reminded you of your daughter. Yeah, I guess like any baby kid goes through those phases, regardless if it's a dog, cat. I mean, baby horses can be pretty velociraptor-y as well, so I guess it's just a baby growing up thing. Oh, hello. Speaking of baby, we may have a little visit from the princess. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Come on, boy. Hey. Gonna hop up? Yo. We have a cat. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hello. Hi. We have an Elsa. We have an Elsa. And she's probably just passing by, but she's here to say hello. Hang on, here we go. Hello! Do my cats have favourite yarns? Cheddar loves anything that smells like wool. But he also loves anything that's soft and he can sit on. Elsa doesn't really care for yarn. Also cheese. Buy cheese. Elsa doesn't really care for yarn. Luckily. But Cheddar loves woolly stuff. And I have been missing chat. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Vima started your journey with learning crochet sweater and then went to crochet thread tops and dresses. Ooh, nice. Nice. And then she just went for an hour-long stroll. Nice. It was nice, but you're also exhausted, I can imagine. An hour is quite a long time to be walking. But great job. Great job. I love a long walk. And nowadays Vima's working on flowers and amigurumi. Ooh, nice. The only allergy-friendly cat you'd consider is a Russian blue. They are beautiful. You have a black cat tattoo since you'd love a black cat. Aww. Kaitlyn's dog Skylar acted like a mother to Bella and Nightmare when they were kittens. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh no, you missed the small baby face of Arthur. You have a velociraptor. No. What would I prefer, crocheting a cardigan or a blanket? I would prefer crocheting a cardigan to a blanket. I've made one blanket and I want to make another one at some point, but I have a lot more use for cardigans and so I prefer making them. Elsa emojis in chat. Thanks everyone. Thanks for the Elsas. And no worries, Julia. Your fingers don't work anymore today. I get you. I get you. Typing sometimes. It's a nightmare. Maybe it's very much at the Velociraptor stage. Woven baskets are not safe and neither is anything with strings and bead and bread needs to be locked away. Oh no. Oh no. Do I have any Make 9 for this year? Anything super exciting that I want to knit or crochet? I do not have a Make 9 this year. I made an actual choice to not make a Make 9 because when I do make a list of projects that I want to make, I don't end up working on any of them. And yeah, I kind of just want to go by vibes, if that makes sense. I guess I have some crafting goals. I think I made a video about crafting goals for the year. I think it's in my everything I made in 2024 video. I have some crafting goals for this year. Do I remember my crafting goals? I don't. Which is why if you want to hear my crafting goals, you should watch that video, and I should too, so I know what my crafting goals for this year are. But I think some of my goals were like to release more patterns, and I've done that already, and also like rewrite some patterns. I want to do that, or actually like things that I've designed in the past, actually write them up. Other than that, I don't remember, which is really bad, but here we are. But no, I don't have a Make 9, and I've done them a bunch of times and I don't really enjoy having them, so I made the choice not to. I did all of the neck reeving. Yay! Now let's see if I can actually figure out the rest of that part, but I'm just gonna check chat first. When I draw my emotes, is there a certain size I make the canvas? I just... no. I make them in higher resolution than YouTube like resizes them to. But I also draw them pretty small so that they're still a little bit pixely when I draw them, so I can zoom out and get an okay like overview of what it's gonna sort of look like. There may be guides on sizing that I may have followed but don't remember following, if that makes sense. So I would have a look at that. Otherwise, no, I think I just draw and resize after. Foam duckling, you feel me? You say as you have like 10 whips. Well, I get you. I also always have a lot of whips, so the main goal for yourself is a sock a month. That's a good goal. I like that. I need to get more into socks again with the knit along and everything. No worries, Lee. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day, Lee. Should probably do crafting goals over trying to knit and crochet a million things that catch your eye. I like making a million things that catch my eye. That works for me. Do I finish all of it? No. That's why I make the finishing projects videos. So just start a bunch of stuff and then set a challenge to actually finish stuff. That's my strategy these days. Skylar wouldn't be happy if you got another kitten or puppy. You'll say this. It's interesting as your older cats will ignore Skylar when she barks at the fighting while Bella and Nightwear would stop. No. So Skylar raised them well. Is finding chenille yarn in the UK hard? Really? Oh no. I wish I could help. Like, I wish I knew shops that had it, but I unfortunately don't. But Hobie, can you order from Hobie? They have a lot. I order a lot from Hobie, but I'm also in Sweden, so. Maybe Emma will make 9 this year. 9 hexie cardigans. I love that. You're already doing well. Made the hexa wrap and you have 3 more hexie cardies on the go. That's awesome. Well, I'm on my 3rd hexie cardie for the year as well. So maybe we'll all just make 9 hexie wraps or hexie cardigans this year. There is a chenille online shop. Well, feel free to link that, Emma. Feel free to link it if it helps Semski. We've just been looking for some to make appa and all the different types didn't have all the 4 shades you needed. Oh no! You can sometimes find it in B&M, but it's limited colours. But appa needs like a beige-ish, a dark grey, right? And why am I blanking? Like, me exposing me, I didn't watch Shatler, but I know appa. So, I know appa. I need to check what I need to do next for the neckband. Okay, it has an instruction that I need to actually read, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick back up my hexie wrap because I am now stuck with having to read, and I don't want to read when I'm on stream. So, but yeah, we finished the ribbing for the neck, so now I'm putting this down again. But that's great progress. Well done, everyone, for finishing my ribbing. Cheddar is having zoomies for whatever reason. Do not know why. Oh no, Julia just got a big order from Hobie in because you fell for advertising again. They had such a cute amigurumi in the newsletter, so you had to get all the patterns of the designer plus the yarn. What one was it? I want to know. I also want to be influenced. I also want to be needing to crochet stuff. Please tell us. Cheesy zoom, yes. Normally it's just neutral colours in B&M, but that's pretty good for appa, right? That should be sort of alright. Hopefully. I also really want to crochet a floppy goose, and I wanted to get like the thicker, like the Honey Bunny big for that, but they didn't have it in the right colors. So that project is in hibernation at the moment. Oh, it's Peek-a-Pow. It's Peek-a-Pow. I've made Oliver Frog from Peek-a-Pow before. They have super cute patterns. I really like those patterns. I can recommend. Oliver Frog is a free pattern if you want to try out Peek-a-Pow's pattern without buying a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I can definitely recommend. I really enjoyed making Oliver. I think I have a photo of my frog on my Instagram and also my Ravelry as well. So I know that designer. Like, I don't personally know them, but I know what designer you mean. So that's exciting. They have super cute patterns. Private Diamond wants to knit a crazy knife goose sweater. Do it! Do it! I'm loving all of the geese everywhere. Oh right, if you weren't here at the start of the stream, speaking of geese, there's gonna be a knit along for a goose themed knit. We're gonna knit goose socks, and I'm gonna post about it in the Discord, and also I'll make a community post, and I'm gonna post it on Instagram as well. But we're gonna knit silly goose socks, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So if you want to knit some goose themed stuff, keep an eye out on my different pages that I just listed. See. Oh, hello, Michelle. Welcome in. So good to see you. The yarn looks cozy. This one, it is super cozy, super soft. It is very fluffy. Very fluffy. I love it. Well done, Victoria, for being done studying. Awesome. Party emojis in chat for Victoria. Emma might try making a chopper goose darian and cross stitch it. Do it. Do it. Are there going to be like rules or guidelines for this knit along, or more like get where you can, no deadline type of knit along? There is going to be mostly vibes. Knit this pattern, share about it on Instagram. I'll feature people in my story. I think maybe the designer of the pattern will feature people too. I'm not sure. That's up to her. But I will. And at the end of it, I will draw 3 winners to get a free pattern from me. But it's like mostly vibes. No harsh rules or anything. So it's a bit more low-key this time than the Hexy wrap. So yeah, there will be a post about that with all of the info. Probably tomorrow. Or on Wednesday. But probably tomorrow. I need to post some other things as well. I'm so bad at posting to Instagram. It's actually awful. I'm always behind on like posting stuff there because I just cannot keep up with that app. I don't know. It's just difficult to post to. I feel like everything needs to be so like put together and polished, and I don't know. Instagram is a bit difficult to use in my opinion. Someone, you know, has a goose darian tattooed. Wonderful. You're not good with deadlines, you panic, so you don't join a lot of knit-alongs. Join your first one on Saturday. Yay for joining your first one, and I get you. Knit-along, no, deadlines can be a lot. But yeah, it's like if you want the chance of winning a free pattern, there is a deadline, but you also definitely don't have to finish for the deadline. Whips are welcome. I will still feature whips in my stories and stuff like that, so it's mostly just us all having fun knitting Goose themed things, or like a specific pattern, but yeah, it's mostly just Goose vibes, so I'm looking forward to it. Who won the Hexer Wrap, Cal? Agatha. Agatha won the first prize, and then Lee won second, and a person on Instagram whose username I'm blanking on at the moment got third place. I'm pretty sure it's in the highlights also on Instagram if you want to go look. Skylar did raise them well. Skylar also licked bums when they were kittens. Aww. What a good mama dogger. All your fur children are rescues. Aww. And you have made none hexie cardigans. That is fine, but maybe it is time to make one. No, I'm just joking. You can make one if you want. It is a great thing to do. They are really fun and really quick. I love a good hexie cardi. Exactly, Pumpkin. We're just gonna have fun with some silly geese. Absolutely. This is why I don't really do testicles either, even though you always wanted to try. Just get nervous with the knitting community sometimes. Valid. Absolutely valid. I too get nervous with the knitting community sometimes. It can be a lot. But I also get like not wanting to join tests. Also testing is that I've done a lot of testing. I enjoy testing patterns, but it is a lot of work and deadlines, and you need to provide feedback and stuff, so it is a lot, and I've never been in a test that has been like that, but I know some tests are like not the greatest atmosphere as well, and especially I think in the amigurumi part of knit and crochet community, it's sometimes very, very quick turnarounds and requirements that are a little bit weird, like needing to provide photos and stuff for like promotion. So basically you do a lot of work for free. Like every pattern I've had in testing, like for my designs, I've asked for photos, but not necessarily for promotion, mostly because I need to see what the finished photo, like the finished project looks like, to see that it actually matches my vision, you know, that someone follows my pattern and it turns out looking like what I meant for it to look like, you know, kind of thing. But also, of course, if they want to share, it's good promotion. But yeah, I have some perhaps a spicy opinions on things sometimes, but I get you, is what I'm trying to say. I get you with not really wanting to test stuff. It is fun though. I enjoy testing. I haven't done a lot lately, but you think it's just not online as hardcore. Sometimes I feel like there's weird pressure in the fabric community as a whole. You don't want to be in any dramas or make anyone upset, so you keep to yourself. Also, very valid. That's sort of what I was touching on, so I get you. I get you. I want to try to knit crochet a pattern like with both. I don't see a lot of patterns with both mixed. Yeah, do it. I also don't think there's a lot of patterns with both of them mixed. I don't think I've seen a lot either. So I like the idea of doing that. I like the idea of doing that a lot. Mostly when you see it mixed, it's like a knit rib on a crochet sweater or something like that. And that is also a common mod people do with like crochet cardigans as well, is exchange, like swap out the crochet ribbing for knit ribbing. I know a bunch of people do that with a hexi wrap and it turns out great. But like projects that actually mix knit and crochet elements in like different elements, that's not as common, but it might have to do with the fabric behaving really differently from knit to crochet fabric, but you can totally make it work. You can absolutely make it work. Pumpkin almost signed up for a testicle, but it required photos of it, laying flat photos of it on, and videos also putting on Instagram with the pattern that made you go, no, that is a lot, honestly. One of them should be fine, but in my opinion, as a pattern designer, I do not think you should require people to provide product photos, because really testing is working for free, and I am eternally grateful for anyone who's ever tested for me. Ideally, testers would get paid, but most people who design don't have that sort of income that's feasible. And also, like I said, I've been testing a lot as well, and I do it gladly for free, but it is a bit of a weird thing, the testing, and adding on all of those requirements. It ain't it. In my opinion, that ain't it. I don't like it. So yeah, I get you for noping out of that one. And hello, Crafty Witch. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I didn't get to saying hello to you until now. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. Rage Quick Girl says a lot of vintage 40s patterns on mixed knit and crochet. Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's nice. That is very nice. Knit patterns with crochet buttons. Ooh. Fiber duckling. They said go to a runway and make sure you take lots of high definition photos and videos. Almost. It's not far off. It's not far off. You're even ready to go and buy a mohair for it, but that was a lot. Yeah. That is also one thing. Requiring yarn for a test, like, this is me getting into very spicy opinions. I also don't think you can require testers to test something with yarn held together, because that is a lot of money. Mohair, very expensive. Buying a sweater quantity of both mohair and like a strand of like fingering weight yarn, especially for bigger sizes, swap it out for something else if you need to and like want to. I would never require anyone to actually match. Like, if I designed something with that in mind, sure, like, you can use it, of course, but I would never require anyone to use it. If you end up with a sport weight and you pick a sport weight, just use a sport weight. Sorry, like, that that is something that is on my mind a lot when it comes to patterns and tester calls as well. I have issues. I have issues with it. You feel like the photo part would be a little better to have if the pattern is super size inclusive and maybe drastically changes in shape or wear for bigger versus smaller busts and stuff. Yeah, because yeah, sometimes people want to see how that is. Absolutely, but also shouldn't be a requirement to get to test it. Especially on a short turnaround. Pumpkin is all for having pictures that show a variety of sizes and fit, but I think you should be able to say, hey, I would love to test, but not to have my face and body plastered on Instagram. Absolutely. But then that is, of course, up to the designer if they choose you as a tester then. But absolutely, I agree. I absolutely agree. No worries, Rain. Welcome back. It is getting pretty late, and this is actually also sort of the 10-minute mark of, we have about 10 minutes left on stream, so it'll soon be bedtime again, Rain. It will soon be bedtime. But by all means, if you are that sleepy that you fall asleep, go to bed. Go to bed if you want to. You don't have to stick around. It's fine. I'm just over here like having spicy opinions about test knitting. But apparently you guys shared the spicy opinions, so it's okay. I feel like this is an important conversation that should happen within the knitting community, honestly. Because I feel like testing now in 2025 is quite different to what it was like 4 years ago or even 2-3 years ago. A lot has happened, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's better now than it used to be. So yeah. You never go to bed before midnight? How? How? But wow. I could never. Like, I get so sleepy. Sometimes I don't fall asleep, but I have to be in bed. I have to be in bed after 11. I'm just EP at night. But props to you. You're staying up working on your projects. Duckling has to go to bed by 9. Yeah. Otherwise he'll be mean in the morning. Oh. I don't get grumpy, I just get, like, when I'm too tired at night, I get, like, really whiny and, like, super, like, tired and, I want to go to bed, but I'm too tired to go to bed, you know, that kind of whiny. But I don't get, like, mean in the mornings or anything. I'm just too tired to do anything, so it's not worth it. Pumpkin's bedtime is 10:30. It's about the same for me, usually. Sometimes later on the weekends, but then I'm just so tired the day after. I should follow it on the weekends too. It's just hard. Every other week David has really late work days, so we'll have like dinner at 9 and stuff like that, so it's hard to actually go to bed at that time. Oh, the rest of your week of work is a waitress and finish work around 11, so you have to adapt your sleep schedule to that. That makes all of the sense. That makes a lot of sense. If it works for you, go for it. My schedule is I get up and I work on knit and crochet stuff, and then I go to bed. So we have quite different schedules. So if it works for you, then totally go for it. Ducklings Australia, the recent discourse you've seen is people getting upset at fast knitting. Like, why? It used to be a sport / competition, used to be admired. Now people just poop on it like it's a flaw. Really? Actually, I think I've seen some angry opinions on someone who's been like, sort of like knitting for 24 hours kind of things. Can I finish this thing in hours? And people are mad about knitting fast in that. I think I've seen that once. And my thing that I would like to say to that, as a person who does 24 hours challenges, actually, timer when you work on something, every time you work on it, and you'll be surprised at how few hours you spend working on a project. It's just that you don't sit and work all day, so you don't know that you work for that amount of hours, you know? Because it feels like you've been working on this sweater for 2 months, but in reality, maybe you worked on it for 12 hours, so you can absolutely finish it in 24 hours, you know? But, yeah. Yeah. But also just let people do their thing at their pace. I don't know. The internet is weird. The internet is really weird. Victoria doesn't have a bedtime, just need at least 6 hours of sleep or you'll be running on caffeine and spite. Same, bestie, same. Elizabeth says, sunny and breezy in New York. Beautiful day laying out in the woods crocheting lily pad coasters and frog pond socks. That is such a good time. Enjoy. Enjoy it. There was a whole thing about it because there's something around them saying it's pushing out products and them not having value because of them knitting it so fast. Something about knitting needs to be a slow craft. Sorry, I'm fast? Like, why do people have to constantly be policing each other? Is something I keep asking myself. I don't know. Let people enjoy their craft at their own pace, I say. If it's slow, fine. If it's fast, fine. If you have fun with it, have fun with it, regardless, you know? Julie's a little mad at yourself today for knitting so slowly, but so tired you just can't go faster, and that's fine. You have slow days, and that's totally fine. And then you have fast days, and that's totally fine too. Pumpkin is fine with all the fast knitting and the popularity of knitting machines as well, as long as it doesn't run on FOMO, making other people feel less than. That too. But I feel like that's probably the angle a lot of opinionated people try to have, but really it's not about that. And also like the knitting machine thing, people talking about it being like cheating and stuff. It's its own craft. Can't really compare the two. But also it's been around for so long as well, so it's not like it's something new. Rain's opinion on absolutely every subject possible is, as long as you don't hurt anyone, you do and think whatever you want. Just absolutely don't force anyone to think like you or do like you want. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. As at a horse crap. Knitting is fun as well as relaxing, and if something is so exciting, I can knit faster than then you'll let it do that. Yeah, exactly. Enjoy it at your pace, is what I say. Can we just celebrate that we are still hand creating, not everything is by factory and machine? Yeah, that too. That too. If you want to be a slow craft, that's great. If someone else's pace is different, also great. Why are people so annoying all the time? because opinions give you clicks, and clicks give you attention, and in some cases money. That's all there is to it. Social media pressure is annoying 100%, yeah. Yeah, you also don't get the comparing hand knitting and knitting machines. It's so not the same thing. I really don't get it. With as many whips as you have, you wish you could knit quicker so you could have them all done and use them. That is a mood. That is a mood. But guys, you know what? I ran out of yarn. I have more, don't worry, but it's in the cupboard behind me. But I ran out of yarn, and unfortunately, it is past 10, so I need to get going. But this was a great talk. I'm right, anger sells. Yeah, it does. Like, rage bait right now on the internet, it's like the thing. I personally don't get it, but I also understand like the mechanics, social media wise, you know. Yeah, yarn chicken. Really, it isn't chicken. I have more yarn, so we are good. But yeah, I need to get going, unfortunately. I will be back tomorrow. I have it linked in my community tab, but in case you want to hang out for some Animal Crossing tomorrow, I will be playing Animal Crossing tomorrow on the second channel. So yeah, there is a link up to that, and I will also have it linked in the Discord. So I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. I'll be back same time as I started the stream today for Animal Crossing, again on the second channel. So yeah, that's going to be great fun. Great fun. I cannot speak. And hopefully I don't have to go on break tomorrow to cough and blow my nose again. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for being here today and for chatting and for hanging out. I've had a great time. I hope you did too. Let me just check chat real quickly. Better grab a snack before you start your stream. Are you streaming too? Good luck with your stream. Go grab a snack, go grab a drink as well. And good luck, have fun. And yeah, happy time zone, everyone. Good night to you too, Victoria. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great time. Bye.